All right, those were my Pillsbury biscuits on the bottom of my greased aluminum pan. And we're just gonna give these a quick little smash so that we have a nice layer of our biscuits right on the bottom. And I did use the butter tasting biscuits for this recipe. Perfect. Now I'm coming in with 2 pounds of cooked breakfast sausage that we are going to just put right on top of all of those biscuits. Oh, smells so good. Grab our spatula and make sure that it is evenly distributed here and there. Oh, I cannot wait. This is such a great breakfast for the holidays. We have a big crowd coming and we need to make sure that we have brunch ready for everyone. Of course, we need some cheese, so I'm gonna add my 4-state cheddar, but you can add whatever cheese you like, some mozzarella, some Colby Jack, but I like the cheddar for this, and I feel like cheddar is a great neutral cheese that everyone enjoys. All right, we're doing 2 whole bags because this is a big breakfast to feed a crowd. We have 10 people coming over. They're also bringing in a few things, but I wanted to make sure everyone got a bite. We're gonna place this to the side super quick and grab our 18 eggs. Yep, you heard that right. 18 eggs already cracked. I'm gonna add a little bit of whole milk. You could do heavy cream, you could do half and half, but whole milk is my preference. And then we're gonna season this with a little bit of paprika, because I love paprika with eggs. Beautiful. And then of course, salt and pepper. Make sure we get lots of pepper because we want it to be a little spicy. All right, and we're gonna grab our whisk and whisk this all together. Make sure all of those yolks get nice and mixed in. All right, and that looks like it is perfectly mixed together. Let's bring back our casserole dish. And now we're able to just drizzle our eggs on top of our biscuits, our sausage, and our cheese. And this breakfast could be done here, but it is not done for me. We have one more thing we're gonna add that's really gonna tie everything together. I made 2 packets of my Pioneer country gravy, and we're drizzling that right on top. Oh, all in one breakfast that everyone will love. Make sure you get all of that out. Oh, thickened up so nicely. I love the Pioneer gravy, but you could also do a canned gravy. The Libby's canned sausage gravy is really good. Or you can use that grease that we created from the sausage we cooked and make a homemade gravy. But I like things to be super quick, super easy, especially around the holidays, to make sure that everything gets done in time and tastes good. All right, I think this is gonna be good enough. All right, so my oven is set to 375 and we're gonna cook this for about 50 to 60 minutes. All right, that's 6 pounds of our whole potatoes. Next, I'm coming in with 2 packages of my diced cubed ham. We're gonna add all of that right into our crock pot with our potatoes. This is such an easy and delicious recipe that everyone will love. Now I'm using ham for this, but you can use sausage, you can use bacon, you can use chorizo, you can use whatever breakfast meat you want. I have here 1 container of my tricolor bell peppers that are diced. You can obviously dice up your own or even use the frozen, but I like the convenience of the already diced ones. But do you, and I will do me. Yum, I love ham and bell peppers together. Now I'm gonna add some sharp cheddar cheese and we're gonna just sprinkle that whole bag right in our crock pot with our bell peppers, with our ham, and with those potatoes. All right, Before we move on, I'm gonna grab my large spoon and I'm just gonna give this a nice little toss so that everything is evenly distributed into our crock pot. Now I am doing this all in my slow cooker, but you can do this in the oven. It's super quick in the oven. It's only like gonna be in there for like an hour in the oven. So if you need it super fast, you can always do that. But this is great for a holiday breakfast, great for a Sunday brunch, great for big crowds. All right, that looks absolutely perfectly mixed. We're gonna go ahead and put this to the side and bring in our 18 eggs. Yes, you heard that right, 18 eggs. You can buy the 18 pack for about $5 these days. And I'm gonna come in with my whole milk, and this will just make our eggs nice and creamy. Now, if you don't like eggs with your breakfast, you could just skip this part altogether. I know there's some people that just do not like eggs, but my family all loves eggs. And we're gonna season this up super quick with, of course, some garlic powder. And this is a lot of eggs, a lot of potatoes, a lot of meat. So we gotta make sure we season this heavy. It might seem like I'm seasoning it too much, but I'm really not. And of course, I love some ground paprika in my eggs, and that will complement those bell peppers that we have in our crock pot. Oh, that looks beautiful. That red just gives it such a great pop. Now, of course, we're gonna do some pepper. Nice savoriness. You can add as much or as little as you want. You can season this however you like. You can add some onion powder. You can add some Creole seasoning. You can add whatever you want. Now we're gonna do some salt because I feel like it needs salt with all of those potatoes. But if you're worried about your sodium, you can skip the salt. But I'm never gonna skip the salt because I love a salty breakfast. We're gonna come in with our whisk, and it is time to whisk up all of this together. The eggs, the milk, the seasonings, and we want a nice scramble with those eggs. Oh, look at that beautiful red from the paprika. It's turning into a light yellow. Let's make sure this gets well mixed. All right, and this is perfectly mixed together. I'm gonna go ahead and put our whisk away and bring back our slow cooker with those potatoes. Pour our eggs right on top of everything. Perfect. Oh, it looks like we missed a few yolks, but I tried my best, and that's all that matters. All right, I broke up those yolks, and I'm gonna finish this off with more cheese, my favorite cheese, Colby Jack. We're just gonna do a nice layer on top of everything because that is gonna just really pull everything together. Extra cheese, please. It might seem like too much cheese, but we have 6 pounds of potatoes here. We have 18 eggs. There is no such thing as too much cheese with that much potatoes and eggs. So that looks perfect. We use about 3/4 of our bag, but this is ready to start cooking. So we're gonna go ahead and put our lid on, and we are gonna put this on high. Cannot wait to give it a try. All right, we're starting off with a layer of our pancake batter in our greased air fryer. Next, I'm coming in with 5 eggs that we're going to pour right onto our pancakes. Perfect. We're gonna season this up real quick with some salt and pepper. You can season this however you like. This is such an easy and delicious air fryer breakfast. Get our salt. If you want to skip the sodium, that's totally fine. For protein, we're gonna add our cooked sausage patties, and I have 4 patties that we're placing right on top of those eggs. This is gonna be so good, you guys, and so easy. I'm also gonna add a couple strips of cooked bacon, and this is the pre-cooked bacon that you can just buy from the store. So it's so easy just to throw everything together in your air fryer right when you wake up. Great for back to school, or great for, brunch on a Sunday. Beautiful. I did have to pre-cook my hash browns, which only took a couple of minutes, and we are going to add a layer of our cooked hash browns in there, and they will cook a little bit more as we cook our air fryer, but this is gonna be so good. And we're just kind of distributing that the best we can. They're kind of stuck together because I cooked them in the oven with some oil, but I think that looks beautiful.
Yum.
No breakfast is complete without a little bit of cheese, and of course I'm doing my favorite, Colby Jack. and we're going to do a nice generous sprinkle. So we have that pancake batter, the eggs, the seasoning, the sausage, the bacon, the hash browns, literally everything you would want all in one breakfast in your air fryer. It's gonna cook super fast, it's gonna be super crispy, and it's gonna taste amazing. All right, do you think that's enough cheese?
Oh yeah, I love cheese.
Me too. Now I'm gonna bring back our pancake batter, and we're gonna use the rest of our pancake batter right in here. And I love this Bisquick because you just add water to the container and then you shake it up and then you have your pancake batter. So like I said, we're keeping this super easy, super simple. Anyone can make this breakfast if they have an air fryer. And even if you don't have an air fryer, you could do this in the oven. I've done it in the oven, in a bundt pan, in a 9x13, and all of that. So let's make sure we really get that jar emptied out. Perfect. And this next step is optional, but I'm gonna do a little bit of drizzle of our maple syrup so that it gets embedded in our pancake batter as it cooks. But like I said, this is optional. Some people don't like sweet and savory things together. I personally love sweet and savory. I love bacon in my waffles. I love sausage in my pancakes, and I love maple syrup with this all in one.
So this is like a breakfast lovers.
Oh yeah, this is a breakfast lover, food lover delight. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pop this in. All right, and we're turning this on, and we're gonna do air fry, and we're gonna turn this to 300 to make sure nothing gets burned. Beautiful. And then for time, we're gonna set this to 15 minutes. Can't wait for breakfast. Oh my, this smells so good. Look how cute my little oven mitts are. But let's dig in. Oh, breakfast is served.
That gravy smells amazing.
It's so moist too. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked. And that's a huge serving. So you definitely could feed 10 people with this. Oh.
You almost lost it. Is it good?
That is phenomenal. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be making this all holiday season long. All right, so it's been 4 hours on high. I do wanna note you can cook this on low for 8 to 9 hours if you wanna make it in the afternoon and have it cook overnight. But look at that. It smells so good. Those potatoes, those eggs, all that cheese. I am gonna top this off with a little bit of freeze-dried chives. I just think the chives go great with all of those flavors we got in there, and it also just adds to the presentation. Yum. Okay, it is time to give this a try. Breakfast is ready. Let's go ahead and, oh, it's perfectly cooked. And I did grease our crock pot, so keep that in mind when you recreate this. But we got
that looks good.
Potato, cheesy eggs, ham, bell peppers. Gotta make sure we get a little bit of that potato with our egg. Yum. And you could put some hot sauce on there if you want. The perfect bite.
Ooh, is it good?
Oh, wow. That is incredible. Cheesy breakfast potatoes. You guys are gonna love this. Ooh. All right, it's actually been 18 minutes, but let's check this out. Oh my goodness, it almost looks like a biscuit. All right, time to cut a piece with our spatula. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to try this. Oh, it looks so good. Look at that cheese. Yummy. Oh, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more maple syrup because I love sugar and you guys know that.
It's a little smiley face, the opening.
I know, isn't that fun? All right, let's give this a try. I'm so excited. Pancake, the bacon, the sausage, the hash browns, the egg. Doesn't get any better than this. Lots of maple syrup.
Good.
That is like a McGriddle on steroids. It's so good.